and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Gate with Dustman and Nate. I'm Dustman, and with me, as always, my dog Nate.
What's up, everybody? You know me here. And on this week's episode, we've got none other than the glorious Nathan Shaffer.
He's one of the local heroes. He's
Yes,
definitely one of the
sir.
local heroes. And if you were back,
Definitely
back in like the we're not gonna call him old or nothing, but back in the late '90s, he was definitely a super fast rider for sure. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, you want to tell everyone your name and where you're from?
Nate Shafer. I'm from Zion, Illinois. Been racing since '91. Got up to A Pro. Raced that for probably like 6 years. Didn't feel like training anymore, like that. So
Right.
got into other stuff, skate parks, trails, whatever you can tread.
Yeah.
Shred on.
And then what was one of your main sponsors?
Standard, baby.
Yeah.
SBC
None of us.
life.
Yep, Standard Country over here.
Yeah, man. Good times there. Rick showed me a whole new aspect of, just BMX in general. Just racing is, just like a little speck in the whole scene of things, and once you start riding other stuff, you're like, oh, racing's not as cool as it used to be.
Yeah. It's fun to riding other shit.
Yeah, just like today, I love racing. I've always been a racer, so I'm just fun to go out there and
Share with everyone.
feel good.
Yeah,
Be rad in the back, bro.
Yeah.
Rad in the back.
Yeah, just like we were doing a little bit ago. Just had a huge group and riding, trails all time for it.
That's BMX. When you start to lose that, like everybody being friends and having a good time, people get too serious, and they don't want anybody to have fun. They're like drill sergeants, and sometimes people don't want that. They're out there in their own volunteer time, wanting to have fun. They don't need somebody barking shit down their back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like a lot of children's parents.
That and like somebody who tries to run the trails, what have you, and it just gets a sour taste in people's mouth, and then you start losing people. They don't want to have to deal with it. And next thing you know, you don't have locals no more.
Right.
It's just us.
Yeah. True. And how'd you get hooked up with Rick Moliterno?
Detroit, Michigan, man. I really talked to him as in Detroit, but I would see him at nationals here and there. And Mike Gull was on the team. He was riding for Standard at the time, and I don't think Rick liked Maniac too much. Didn't click very well. So I don't know. I think he let him go or whatever, and I was always cool with Rick, and hooked me up with a frame, jersey, and went from there. The better I did, he hooked up, things, entry fees, tons of dope clothes, best bikes on fucking earth.
Yeah, dude is cool. He's a good dude.
Takes pride in his stuff, like American made tubing, American made bikes, and he's all about the quality, and he dedicated his life to it. So I mean, there's other guys I'm sure that more and stuff, but I don't know.
You can definitely tell. You can definitely tell in the frames, the way that. I mean, ain't much changed throughout the years. They just made it just a little bit better,
Just tweak it out a little bit. Dial it in.
Yeah. I mean, not like all these other new frames that are coming out with that same like you said, it was
everything looks like an intense podium nowadays.
Like back then when they just started that curve, and I hated it back then, and I hate it now.
Well, that's just following the trend, like Joe Blow from intense Magnum, doesn't probably, he's an engineer or something, he sees what this guy's doing, so these guys are selling, so let's kind of mock their shit.
Yeah.
Standard's never been about that. They've always been on their own shit, and set the trend.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it just blew up into this fucking big old thing, and I'm sure, Rick was just like, shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet.
And just a lot of good guys and a lot of good riders and having fun, and that's what Standard was based upon, is having fun.
Yeah.
We go out and just get lit, You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
Olive
yeah.
Garden
Oh, yeah.
Friday and
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Show up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Show up. You know, make the main. You know what I mean? Next
Right.
day. And, you know, hung over it. It's going to be a test.
Oh yeah. I bet, especially them hot races, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
like,
Can't drink enough water.
but it was so exciting at that time, you know, like the game was like, you know, it was exciting. Like you had jumping contests. And
Yes.
you get like all kinds of,
Yeah.
you know, it was just a lot different then, you know, and it was expanding and growing and, you know, people were really pushing it, you know.
And that's when they had the competition though. The NBL and the ABA had competition. When they changed into USA BMX, it kind of
Well, it turned into ABA.
yeah, you're right. And I mean, it wasn't like they were trying to get you to come to this track because they're doing this type of thing. Now it's just you want to race or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they just monopolized on it and just took it over, and now they can just run the game and don't have to worry about nobody.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
And I'm also seeing like a lot of it's back then it was who was better on the bike.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it like I saw a lot of like
be a rad, man. You want to
Yeah.
be fucking rad in BMX, you know? You want to be
exactly
like, I ain't trying to kick no dirt around, but you know, I want to, if I got to sit in mid pack and be smooth and ride my race and have fun and like feel dialed in, that's what I'm going to do. I don't need to push it to where I'm getting sketchy trying to fucking go for the lead.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
like
yeah.
that's a shit show.
Yeah.
I'm cool on all that. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm too old for that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you hungry guys.
Yeah.
Hungry guys, it's a different story.
Yeah, and you do
Yeah.
all this on flats too. You've never raced. Have you ever
Never
raced
bolted
clips?
a clip
Never.
on my
I didn't
crank
think
arm,
so.
Joe.
I
Ever.
Never.
he's super. Yeah. So I mean, super flat pedals all day. I mean, and he's
Decent little gait. You
I
know,
mean,
a couple
mhm.
good.
back
little
when your hair
pedals.
was almost about halfway to your back. I remember you
Mullet,
used
baby.
you used to
Yeah.
be damn fast. Damn fast.
Back
Yeah.
in the day.
I remember back at it was a Minnesota race, I do believe. When I was super little. That's when
One of the worst races ever.
yeah. Well, man, dude, that track was horrible.
Yeah, dude.
There was Ray Beans or something like that, wasn't it?
No, they buried fucking hay bales.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes.
And the wonder
yes.
why it was mushy.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, okay, well, the hay bale was gonna fucking collapse.
And that was what
Dirt.
they.
Yeah.
That was where they had to the gate. Like, weren't they they had to pull it up manually? I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I use a 42-16 on a 20 there.
Yeah, I remember
Dang.
you and
Yeah.
I remember you and Mark Melton there.
Yeah.
Yep, they were there.
Mark's the master, man. He was fucking adapt to anything.
Oh yeah, he was killed. I think he won that.
I'm
Or he
sure
did
he
really. He got like either top 3 or he won. But I remember
Well, he was
being
pro.
there.
I wasn't. I mean, I was only like 16x.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember the locals, like more of the locals, at the races like that.
Yeah.
I try to keep up with everybody. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hector, man. Hector played a big part in, Hector Mendez.
oh yes, yeah,
Played a big
yeah.
part in me.
Uh-huh.
He's walked from Waukegan. We go his house and do gates and like right by the projects. Like we're good if we were with Hector.
Yeah,
we do,
yeah.
Like he's the dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and his son was fast, man. Well,
Oh, and those were his nephews.
oh, really?
Yeah, like Nooney, he's the guy down at Marion College.
Yeah. And man,
Oh.
I used to race him, and he was in Elkhorn, but
He's like the whole thing.
yeah, dude, he was fast, super fast.
He
I used
squats
to-
like 1,200 pounds now or
I
something.
know. I used to hate having to race him. He was one of the people that I used to hate having to race. I'd see him at the track, and my heart would just drop. Oh, here we go, because like Elkhorn is one of those small tracks. It's like you want it or you want it,
Yeah.
Well, he was one of those hungry winning guys that
He was.
wanted to win, didn't care what it takes.
Yeah. It was fun racing him. For sure.
Being with Standard, like we always like jumped and
Mhm.
like
Style,
gotta
make it look
try
good.
to
Yeah, and that's
little different technique there.
That's something about all the standard riders though. You can tell,
Yeah.
like you see a standard rider and they're usually putting a little steez on it,
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah. So like, so what was like the first time that you actually got into the BMX? Like, what was the what got you there?
Dude, the movie Rad, man. The movie
Yeah,
I heard
Rad.
that a lot.
Yeah.
When it came out on tape, man, I'd had a helmet, like some janky old helmet, and I'd ride around the neighborhood and jump curbs,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wanted to ride, but like we didn't have money to be going everywhere. It wasn't really big. I was in Memphis at the time, and it didn't really go anywhere. And like, whatever, kid,
Right.
I'm interested. And we moved back up here from up to Waukegan from Memphis and got into it. This guy Brett Gave, he was into it and like went to the races and just fucking got me, man.
Awesome.
He grabbed me, and that was '91, August of '91.
The bug bites hard.
And
You
then,
know, I went to Elgin. Elgin actually was my first race, and then I think I got second or something there, like sketchy. But then went to Rockford the next day, like. And it was every weekend after that for fucking, as you know, like what, 10, 15 years or something like that.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
that's it, man. I mean, I can't stop.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, just know that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to stop.
You said like what got you into it? About how old were you when you started?
14,
14?
almost 15.
Yeah. And how long did it take you to move up through the ranks?
Oh man, I was like, it took me a while. It took me 6 months to turn intermediate.
Yeah.
From novice, and you only needed 3 wins.
Mhm.
Like it was tough, dude. Elkhorn, we used to have quarters, semis, like in
Yeah,
novice.
I
You know what
believe
I'm saying?
it.
It was serious business up there, and you know, I wasn't it was winter time, so you know, riding a lot, you know. And, it took me 6 months, and then it took me like 6 months to turn expert.
Yeah.
After I turned inter.
Okay.
You know, and, Jake's hooked me up. Jake's was my first sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I still
we-
wore that shirt. I got.
Yeah.
They did them like not too long ago. I got one.
Yeah, it was good to see him out there.
Yeah.
You know, in Candy, they're really cool, man. They paid for my locals for me, and it's a big deal when you're, you know, 15.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got to mow lawns to get money and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when did you decide to start training? If you did decide to start training.
Wanted to fucking shred, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And wanted to do good. My brother, he was in lifting weights and wanted to start getting more involved. So we started lifting in this little basement gym.
Sweet.
Kind of what you guys are working with.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, you know, he took to the next level. And then we got gym memberships and was doing that. But then I would still race every weekend. You know, I wasn't doing much like fun riding, you know,
Yeah.
anything like that. Just training for racing. Just put on some bulk, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, went from like 160 to like 185, you know,
Yeah.
in probably 2 years or whatever. And I was, what made me turn pro was I was beating Mo at Elkhorn.
Yeah. Mo Tillman.
Yeah.
Right.
Like hanging with him, you know, get him to the inside, like, man. And then we go to nationals and they had pro sections. You
Yeah,
know? So
yeah.
we sneak in as amateurs and shred with the pros. And
Yeah.
if you're making it through and you ain't bailing, I'm going to give a shit.
Yeah.
Shred
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? That's all what it's about. So then I'm like making it through pro sections. I'm beating Mo at or not beating him, but like right there, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can, you know, and he was like the fastest
He-
dude, you
yeah,
know,
he's
especially
awesome.
at Elkhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's unbeatable, you know. So, like, man, like I've been doing it. You know,
And you're like, I can hang. I'm there. I got the.
that's it, you know. And like Robbo, he was on standard at the time, you know, and like there's just a whole nother like riding was a big part of, you know, racing when you're on standard, you know,
Yeah.
like just everything. It's not just you're racing, you know, like you get made fun of if you're like too serious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can believe that.
You know, you could choke yourself right out of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
that was a big thing that took me to get over, is just to relax more. And you know, once I got it down and stopped caring as much, I guess I did better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have fun with it.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, when did you actually decide to turn pro? Like, what age were you?
18.
18. So you started at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's only 4 years.
Yeah.
You went pro.
4 years decided to make that jump.
Dude.
18. It was right before I turned 19. And yeah, man, I don't know. I just was riding a lot, and Rick had my back, so I was like,
Yeah,
it was
let's
all
do
about
it.
it. Like,
Yeah.
just progress. You know, that's what standard's about
Right.
too. Progress that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know about anybody else. Well, I'm sure that, I mean, I do know about them. Everybody couldn't wait. I mean, you probably weren't really, I know you weren't around, but man, at Elkhorn, you know, waiting for
Oh, it was
main
the
events,
sickest.
bro. Oh, yeah, bro. Like, waiting for main events was probably one of the best parts because Nathan and a couple other people, but mostly Nathan would go out there and put on,
a show.
Yeah, bro. They'd be out there.
Worked was a big showman, and Dixon was in there. There. Well, they would let you shred the track, and at Elkhorn, you never really had a chance for open practice. So, like, if you race pro-am or you're pro and racing pro, we'd have like 2 gates, 3 gates sometimes, it'd be like stacked. And there'd be like, you could ride the track for like 10 minutes and just do whatever you wanted. And nobody
They play Van Halen jump.
Yes, they did. Actually, they did.
Yeah.
Were you there?
No, I got told by Garrett. Garrett told me all about
Yeah,
it.
they did do that, dude, and it was like awesome, bro.
Because
Like,
Garrett, when you all did the contest last year, he played jump that time, and he told me he was bringing it back from that era.
yeah, bro, I'm telling you, it was like it's awesome, like memory for sure. Like just seeing all those guys, like
I wish
that's
I
what
was
made
there.
me want to do backflips and like 360s and
They didn't have bar spin with the number plate on.
yeah, bro. Like, they used to go out there and shred on a track, like that was awesome.
We were jumping like a table.
Yeah.
dude.
Did you get a little steezy on it?
Yeah, run it.
Yeah.
Well, I
Fucking
remember you.
blast it.
I remember you jumping from the second straight into the third straight, and then come back out and doing the same thing, transferring from the second straight back into the third straight. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Getting old, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Remember the 6-pack when they had the 6-pack there?
In the second straightaway
Third straight.
was third.
It was like a 6-pack, like Mountain built it.
Yeah, the whole thing was just rollers, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eat perfectly spaced.
Yeah.
It was all like the same. There wasn't no gaps. It was just
Yeah, that was
You had to get it fucking
Jump
perfect.
right in, jump. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember you doing that too. Yeah.
yeah. That was the try to manual the whole thing.
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah, that was a good track, and that's why I liked Elkhorn, bro, because it was like a Christmas present. You couldn't wait to go and see what it looks like the first time,
I mean, I raced Elkhorn a lot, so I was super pumped about it, but I didn't get to see the glory days of it, like when it was in its prime.
But Melton, I think, was building back then.
Yeah.
Every year, because he worked for Jake, so
Yeah, he was doing a lot of the builds for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's coming back and building more and at the Rockford track now, so you can actually tell too.
Yeah, he just spent like a lot of time grinding that second corner, making it smooth. So
Yeah.
thank you, Mark.
Yes, they did ask me about that today.
Good job, Mark.
Yes,
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We definitely do. Jake asked me about it today. I told him, I mean, you can only get better.
Yeah,
so,
it's definitely
Mark-
felt smooth.
yeah. So I mean,
It looked rough, and then as soon as I rode through it, I was like, okay, this ain't bad at all. This is real. This is actually way better.
yeah, I got stuck right where it meets, so and it didn't feel too bad. So
You're caught in that little crack.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly where I was too. So I mean,
Slide
and
out.
that was against you.
Yeah, that was the line you had to take on
Yeah,
there. Dude.
it was a good race.
It was.
Yeah. But so
Claim.
you did race today, right? Right.
Yeah, donated.
It's been how long since you raced?
I don't know. I think 2016.
Nationals when we seen you.
2016.
Yeah.
I just raced the national. I didn't race. I go to the track a little bit and then just go to the national.
Yeah.
And get like top 4.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It
But I was
definitely.
riding all the time, Like
Yeah.
a lot of guys that race, like they don't ride all the time.
Yeah.
Like they
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like they're not.
Gym makes
like,
me fast.
Right.
No.
Right.
Riding your bike and getting dialed in with your machine makes you fast.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then
that
you have
does.
more fun because you can get rid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll throw in an
Pop
axle.
off.
For
Yeah.
Whatever.
For sure.
Then you can go to the trails after the races and jump shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing today.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just-
That's BMX, man. You don't know how long it's been since I rode trails after the races, let alone ride trails. It's probably been 3 years, 2 years since I rode any trails. And then, like, long day of racing, and then going to the trail.
Yeah.
Be a bitch tomorrow.
Hey,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. He's in the field.
Crying.
he got his style right back. I mean,
Oh,
he said
yeah.
It didn't look like he was going off it. So.
And just my confidence, I want to jump more before my thing is I start to feel too good, like I get too fucking cocky, and then
Yeah. Oh yeah.
take a
For
splat.
sure. For
and
sure.
that's how I've done my knee. I done my fucking hip.
Yeah.
My shoulder. Like all the bad ones have been concrete skate parks fucking around.
Oh
Yeah.
And you're thinking you're fucking ripping, and then
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. The more bones you break, the older you feel. I don't care how young you are.
well, you got to go to work, man.
Yeah.
You know, as you guys get older, as you will see, you know, I'm 44.
Yeah.
You know, and the pain doesn't go away. You know, like you learn new ways, new techniques to modify your body to where you can try to heal yourself or whatever, do something.
Right.
But I don't think you want to go under the knife.
No, definitely
Once you
not.
go under the knife, shit starts fucking up.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's when my heel went, man, I thought that was gonna be close to being it, and I was chasing for the Nag 1 plate, and I was like,
Well, you blew your heel out.
yeah, I broke my heel in half, and that was bad too. Because I can't really take pain pills because like it gives me hives really bad, like my eyes
It's a good
close.
thing.
Yeah, so I can't. Yeah, it is. So like I they didn't give me anything. I went home. Well, they
It's
did.
like
They
good
gave me
luck.
morphine. They
They
gave me
said good
morphine.
luck.
Whoa,
Yeah, dude, they gave me
Morpheus.
morphine and pills. I took
Hey.
one and like I was going to pee and I passed out taking a pee and like
Damn.
dude, I was like it was my heel, man. I'm standing there, one leg, I'm crying, for my wife to come pick me up. That right there changed me. Like I came back and I'm like, dude, is it really worth it? Like, but at the same time, it's
We all know it is.
yeah. After a while, it gets better.
Chasing the progression.
If you ain't doing something you love, man, you can really get yourself into some trouble.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
in these streets.
Yeah, definitely.
Not a lot to do, and fuck around.
Yeah. So with injuries being said, was there anything major that you did at a track or anything like racing?
Injuries?
Yeah.
Dude, no, it's all been fucking skate parks, dude.
They're dangerous. They're
Concrete
dangerous.
skate park,
Right.
dude.
Oh
My
my
shoulder happened to McHenry. I was trying to foo-foo a little ledge in the channel, fucking slipped off, no helmet, blew my shoulder out. Okay, my hip was at Bowen, hot day. I'm 4 or 5 beers in,
Yeah.
fucking around,
Yeah.
feeling great.
Right.
Fucking
Thinking you can do it all.
hand slips off, jump the hot tub, hand slips off.
Oh,
And that was like jaw to my fucking love handle, had my wallet, had my Costanza, like my whole hip, dude. Like it bruised my shillelagh. You know what I'm saying? That's a serious bruise, Joe. And then then at the skate park, like probably fucking the next year, dude. Like just doing little manual and some thick ass Globe shoes, thick sole.
Yep.
Fucking front tire drop right before I was about to drop in, and like to my fucking knees, dude.
Oh,
like
my
barely
God.
caught myself, dude. Like no pads, no helmet, no nothing. I don't usually wear pads.
Yeah.
Unless I'm racing.
Mhm.
You think you're gonna take the worst one that
That's when you don't, right?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
you're
for sure.
fucking around,
Yeah.
just sipping
Yeah,
a beer,
okay, yeah.
splat.
Yeah.
So I cracked my fucking kneecap, man. Had to go to work on it. Like it took like a month for the fluid to go away and shit. I mean, never went to the doctor for any of this shit.
All right. So you got any good old stories from the days?
Yeah. Pretty interesting one. I don't know. Get a kick out of it. Very first time flying. I'm going to Florida. And scared shitless to, fly and fucking one of the engines goes out. So I had to make emergency landing in Indianapolis. Switch planes, everything went fine, get to Florida. Get picked up by a former teammate. I won't mention any names, but he had a little case of road rage, brake check somebody, caused like a 5-car pileup on the interstate.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then, I won't mention any names. I don't incriminate nobody, but just good times with, the whole SBC crew. There's always stories, but, we're usually sipping.
Yeah.
So sometimes, they're not all very clear.
Yeah.
What went down. And definitely good memories and wouldn't change nothing.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, and you guys were hard on the trails too. Like the trail scene. I know I got to go ride his trails not too long ago. Well, actually, it was kind of a long time ago. But
It's been a while.
yeah, he's definitely been in all types of riding. So with that being said, like, what's your favorite place to ride?
My trails.
Your trails? Yeah,
I got this weird thing with trails, man. Like, my trails aren't going, like I don't really feel worthy to go other trails.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess, you know, everybody wants to ride and stuff like that, but it's like, well, that's time that I'm wasting and I could be getting, you know, a lip and a landing done or whatever, doing something to my place. And when you feel that burden, you know, you feel that guilt when you go somewhere else, you know, and just you're doing everything yourself or very limited on locals, man. It's too much digging, not enough riding, and you know, and kids nowadays are not really into building stuff. You know, they just want to ride, you know, everybody else's stuff and poach.
And there's barely ones that want to ride. You know.
Yeah, that is true.
There's barely ones that want to ride.
It's like a dying breed almost.
It is.
Especially
trails.
There's a lot of street ledge riders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, that's.
You go through phases though, you know, like sometimes you're hungry, sometimes you want to ride, and sometimes, you know, like life takes over, you know, and you work hard or whatever, your job, and you get home 5:30, 6 o'clock, you know, we're tired of shit, you know, you don't want to go.
For sure.
It's hard to get motivated,
Yeah.
you know, and I mean, I've noticed that when you actually do start riding, you feel good because you're already warmed up, you're tired from the day, so you're ready good, you know, you're not all stiff like when you wake up in the morning to try to ride, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I always usually ride better if I do ride, but just to be motivated.
It's hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially go down there to dig, you know, after you've been doing all types of hard work all day.
Yeah, let's get off work and go and
Do
work
more
harder.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
You know, and there's got a special hunger, you know, I always wanted to do that, you know, ever since I seen it, so made it happen and can't pass the torch to nobody.
Yeah. I mean, I went, man, I don't know how long I sat there before I jumped anything. It was a while. I sat there for probably 15 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes tops, where I was like, man,
I've seen them before. They are gnarly.
yeah, I was,
They're normal jumps though, you know, they're not like little peaky, you know, it's like a normal BMX jump, you can go over it and still, you know, or you can pull up, you know, you don't have to like to the moon with it to get backside, you know, like, you know, there's some trails that are like that. Or if they're downhill, you gotta, you know, hit your brakes or, you know, chill out, you know.
yeah. I mean, I hit everything first try, so it's not too crazy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you know how to ride trails. If you know how to ride trails, you know what I'm saying? You yourself, you could have went first try, like just like me, for sure. You know how to ride trails.
Yeah.
You did that big line today.
Yeah,
so
I did. Finally got through.
Yeah, so you would definitely have no problem with them, for sure.
Same rules apply, you know, you land good, you get a good pump, you're good on the next one.
Yeah.
If you get sketchy, you don't get a good pump, don't go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's confidence.
Yep. Each set of trails, like some trails you can land a little flat and keep going, but you're still risking it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Get that good pump and right to the next one.
Yeah.
That's why I love riding all types of stuff, you know, like and trails is definitely probably one of my favorite.
Yeah.
I know you said you like to ride like street and all that stuff, but I mean, I love flying in the air like that, you know.
I also love riding everything.
Yeah.
just jumping a curb, you know, doing manual ledges, you know, grinding ledges and staying on your bike, something to ride, because, you know, the trails, as you know, aren't always popping.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you're not going to always be able to ride that, so, you know, the streets are not going nowhere. You can ride that any time. Just skate parks now, you can go poach off that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get your fly out down.
Right.
Your fly out tail lamps down pat.
I've still been trying to get that. I can get it around, but I can't get my feet back.
I'm too old for that shit, man.
Yeah, I feel like the same, man. I'm getting to that point.
I'm lucky to be on my bike still, so
yeah.
Just grateful for that.
Right. I mean, I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of people out there at the track. Glad to see you out there. I know I've seen a couple.
Oh, everybody, open arms, man.
Yeah,
I love
for
that's
sure.
my BMX family,
Yeah.
man. All y'all, man.
Yeah.
Like, been away for too long, and you know, just sometimes you just need a little motivation.
Yeah,
Get up
for
off
sure.
your ass.
Yeah.
You know,
So, what was one of your biggest achievements with riding? You know, alone. You know, I mean, not even necessarily BMX racing, but like just riding. Was it actually getting the standard jersey, or?
cover of magazine was pretty sweet back in the day. That was pretty
Yes,
sweet.
I remember that.
You know, I did get that. That was probably one of my high points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I didn't even show up to the national, to the grand where it came out either. It came out that month, and I didn't go because I was on some other shit.
Yeah.
And that magazine came out, and it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But just getting sponsored by Standard, and being affiliated with them for so many years, and showing them different aspects of riding, and broadening, opening my eyes to just other stuff. You learn one trick to learn another trick to learn another trick.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you ride, the more you learn, and knowing that, shit, you do whatever you want,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, knowing Rick, just knowing him is pretty cool, 'cause I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I can go upstairs and play, my PS2 that I still have, and it's got Dave Mirra. I still got Dave Mirra, and I can play with Rick on there, bro. And like that, I went to the Grands. I'm like, I told him, like, bro, I play with him and Todd Lyons. Yeah, bro.
Well, Rick can still do those tricks.
Yeah,
those tricks. I'm
sure.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a beast.
Yeah, and it shows some of his clips too on there too. Like he's really good, bro.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
So, what do you think you've learned or gotten out of BMX that you've got to use in life the most? What's been the biggest thing that you've taken from it?
I have patience,
And
just letting things happen. Try not to force things.
Yeah.
And same goes for life. It's like the harder you try in life, it seems like things get harder.
Sometimes,
Sometimes you just try to roll with it and take on whatever comes in your way and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
BMX was always my outlet, to keep me out of trouble and doing other things or whatever. And just grateful that I've been a part of it for so long.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, have a family, BMX family to say what's up to, shred with,
right.
Yeah.
Whenever you go anywhere, there's somebody to ride with, and that's your dudes,
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. So as we're kind of winding down here, do you want to say thanks to anyone or give any special shout outs?
Or any last minute stories that you might have forgot about.
Those as well. Always accepting of those.
No, I'll keep those to myself. They're usually pretty much a shit show. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Drunken shenanigans, get you nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the fun too.
I definitely like to thank, Standard Bikes just for, being affiliated with and for all these years and backing me when they did. And, it was a big deal to go to all those races and do all that stuff then, and stuff you never forget. So thank all the Verco locals, anybody out there who came, lifted a shovel, dumped a wheelbarrow, brought beer, ice for my beer. Brought tools, all the neighbors from around Verco for putting up with us for all the years, and just being super cool. And I don't know, man, just anybody who knows me and high fives me, appreciate you being there, man. It's all good. It's definitely necessary. So
yeah, well, I mean, we appreciate them coming on for sure.
Yeah. We thank you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came down the trails and shredded with us.
Try to get this bag of laundry up moving a little bit.
It wasn't bad. You didn't look like a potato flying in the air.
You wasn't too
shredded. You're shredded.
A little bit.
Yeah. So
Just get better,
Yeah, you just break a little cable, quick and get that switched out.
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Nelson Brown.
Yeah.
For the quick call on the brake cable.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I had an 1/8 inch to play with.
Dude,
it was
it
perfect
worked.
fucking
Yeah,
size. Didn't have to
right.
cut no cable. Didn't have to do nothing. Just put it right in. Like it was meant to be.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yep.
The clutch like that. I mean. So yeah, man. Thanks for having me out. this has been sweet. I'd definitely like to do it again. Come out track. And
Yeah,
shred some
come
more.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
You guys got to come to Waukegan, man.
Oh yeah, we're
You
gonna
know,
be out there.
Yeah.
We got a couple little things we could probably mess around with. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure you got
So-
the spots for us to come ride for sure. So
Yeah.
we'll be out.
Get your pegs.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
Put the pegs on that carbon
think
fiber.
I got some.
Yeah.
I can ride my street bike.
No,
I've got a
no,
street
no.
bike. I got a street bike. I'll bring it.
That would be a funny sight, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I might just have to do that just because of like how
Just to
funny it would
test it.
look.
Just to test it
well,
out.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
test
gonna
the
see.
durability.
Yeah, we'll see. You
See
know?
how durable.
Guy, let
it is.
us know if you'd like to
Yeah,
give us a
Guy
shot on that.
and,
Let's test the durability.
Yeah,
of
and
these
T-Bone,
things.
you guys. Yeah, we'll see.
Might as well.
Also, we would like to thank Gate 9.
Yes, thank you, Gaten.
Yes, Gate 9 is hooking us up, and we're going to be bringing out a little commercial for them here really soon.
Yep.
So if you need a number plate or anything like them, they come out with these. They made mine. They're awesome. They're awesome people.
Yep.
Thank
you, Sean, at Dye Jobs,
Yep.
for helping us out and
Yep.
everything you're doing.
Yep, Dye Job Apparels. You can find them on Facebook as well.
Yep.
You can find both of them on Facebook. And then you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all at Beyond the Gate.
Yep. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on YouTube.
Awesome. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
Peace out.